fuck talking. Ain't no chit chat, you touch mine, just fuck yours. Get my lick back, we pulled up and doubled down. Yeah, we hit back and party hard and drink up, nigga.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo. What's happening?
Your mic's kind of being funny there.
What it do? Can you hear me? Yay? No?
You're a little distorted.
Hold on.
See, everybody? This is how you know this is
Yo,
real
yo.
talk. We do not hide the technical difficulties.
Right. What about now?
You sound like this.
You said all good or no good?
This is what you sound like.
Oh, hold on.
You sounded muffled.
All right, so I just play it on speaker then. How about now?
Did you kill
Still
the
muffled?
Did you kill it?
We still muffled?
You're still a little distorted. What do you guys hear in the audience? I see we got 5 people in here.
Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all hear while I restart this joint.
There it goes. There it goes. I don't know what you did, but it fixed it.
I ain't even do nothing.
I hear you way better now. What
Hold
up,
on.
Heather? She said you sounding okay. And if our partner
Is it still sounding okay now?
yeah, if our partner's still in here, S&S Contracting, we appreciate you stopping by and showing some love. And they said hit that like button, y'all.
All right. We're good? Yo, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Yay? No? What that sound like, Huck? What up, Lotus? What up, Heather?
Is he distorted to you guys or is it just me? Huck said you got closer to the mic. That's what did it. I think it was when you got rid of your Bluetooth.
Probably so. So let me get rid of the Bluetooth.
See? We don't hide the truth from y'all. Heather said you sound fine. Miss Lotus said you sound fine. Speaking of which, Miss Lotus, I got to give you a shout out because I seen those cups. The flasks and the cups and stuff that you made for Mike Ball and Archbishop. And I got to say, they are fire. Okay? Fire. That was nice. You actually murdered that one. Okay, so I'm guessing he is still trying to mess his way through them technical difficulties. So, ladies and gentlemen, while he figures that out, I'm going to say that I appreciate you guys being here. He appreciates you guys being here, and ladies, and we hope that you guys enjoy the show tonight. So, as all of you know, what we say on Kickstands Down is our thoughts and opinions, only. It has nothing to do with any club that we do or may associate with. So we don't want to hear you guys trying to say that this club this and that club that because we never said that. We try to keep all club names out of the show. If we happen to say one from time to time, we do apologize. Like a couple weeks ago, we were speaking on the whole Proc situation and how we thought that was just great. Everybody knows who was involved in that, so it's not like it's a big secret, but we still never named any names. So, our thoughts and opinions only. It's your boy Frost. And let's see if he got these technical difficulties taken care of. Who are you?
It's your boy Trouble, aka Left Lane Bully, aka that guy over here. Sound better?
How's it sound to you guys? What's up, ASAP?
ASAP,
So,
what I do?
go in just a moment down here in the comments. Um, I do have to say that we do apologize about switching tonight's episode last minute. There was, difficulties and some lives lost. So we had to change the episode. Condolences. We need to all send condolences out to Brother Surf because he lost a loved one, which is why he was not able to join us. So, from Kickstands Down, Brother Surf, we are sending you some love and some condolences. Everything turns out okay for everybody. And just stay blessed, brother.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Can everybody hear me now? I had to
I hear
turn
you
that. I turned the
perfectly fine
Bluetooth
now.
off. Okay, yeah, I turned the Bluetooth off. I'm not sure why I wasn't connecting, but whatever. We're good. So what we talking about tonight, bro?
So tonight, it kind of fell in our lap with Brother Surf having his loss. And, it made me start thinking about how difficult it can be trying to schedule something when you have the biker lifestyle. That scheduling can go from club life to family life, work life, or just all around events that go wrong when you don't need something to go wrong. So, what do you think about that?
Scheduling. Hmm. Scheduling is tough, right? We got family, job. If you got little ones, you got kids. Even if they ain't little no more, they still around. Um, you got issues with vehicles, all that good stuff. So scheduling can be complex, especially when you do it year round. Um, if you are a year round biker, you already know that there's no such thing as a riding season. Uh, but if you are a fair weather rider, then your busy season would be anywhere from March, April, all the way up to mid-December. Um, Me personally, I we're doing it this year with me and mines. We're trying to get stuff laid out for the year. You know what I'm saying? That way we know what to expect on certain months, and then other time frames we can schedule everything else that we got going on as well. Now, am I going to sit here and say that that's going to be perfect? Nah, scheduling changes all the time. Um, Personal life schedule changes. You know what I'm saying? What happens when the job needs you more than you need the job? And what I mean by that is what happens when they're running short staffed and you got something going on that you already pre-planned, or illness comes upon you and you've had biker stuff planned and family life planned, but all of a sudden everything is pushed on the back burner, right? So scheduling is, to me, is needed, but it has to have a flexible bend to it because anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we're talking about money, then there is no bend. You need to go ahead and try to stick to the plan so that you can get what you need out of it. But that's a little intake, man. What you got?
So, for me, as everybody on here knows, I am a family man as well. So, sometimes there is conflicts, and sometimes there is, just that I ain't really feeling it kind of situation. But for the most part, mandatory is mandatory. If it's not mandatory, then the way that I've always personally tried to do it is 70%. 70%. If it's not mandatory, try to make 70% of everything you can. Your events, fellow clubs events, brothers and sisters clubs events, big bros events, whatever it is, 70%. You can give it 70% of your time, because at the end of the day, that 70% that stretches out a lot. You're not fitting 70% into 1 week. It just doesn't happen. We all know how it is. We all know how that goes. And I loved what you said a minute ago. Y'all's trying to schedule for the whole year. And that right there makes it a lot easier, because as some of you in here know, trying to schedule inside of club life can be very difficult, because it's not just your schedule that you got to worry about. It's not just your family schedule. I got bros, I got sisters, I got nephews and nieces and all that stuff that come along with the club. Because I'm sorry, but if my bros got kids, yeah, those my nieces and nephews. I'm gonna look out for them too. So, that comes along with trying to fit their schedule as well as your schedule. It's not always going to work, which why I say 70%. But if it's mandatory, you better make them damn mandatory.
Hey, look, the mandatories, man, they different. You know what I'm saying? The mandatories hit different. You feel me? So I don't know about nobody else who's watching live or maybe watching in the future, but if you take it serious, like what we be talking about all the time, if you take this lifestyle serious, then those mandatories are a no brainer. They're not to be missed. That's why it's called Mando. It's mandatory that you get maximum participation. Now, if there is I don't know how your club works, but there can be a bend to the rule, an exception to the rule, or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, man, any club is going to tell you, any organization is going to tell you, participation, yo. Just learn how to participate. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, people get into these organizations, clubs, social clubs, riding clubs, 501, 3Cs, whatever you get into, like make sure you're doing it for what you feel like you're doing it for. Don't do it just for the look. You know what I'm saying? Because while numbers do look good, participation looks way better. So if you're one of those clubs that pop out 30 deep to 2 events out of the 12 months, while those 2 events might appreciate it, everybody else is like, okay, where I love at, bro. Remember we talked about that support whole thing? Go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. But yeah, man. Am I a stickler on the schedule? Boy, my schedule fluctuates. I ain't even gonna sit here and hold you. Like a lot of the times I forget, you know what I'm saying, what's coming up next until the day of, the week of, whatever the case may be, because I'm not only juggling regular life and biker life, you know what I'm saying? I have a significant other who has 2 other businesses, one of which I'm pretty much the fucking muscle for. You know what I'm saying? So when those come up, it's like, shoot. All right, let me hit let me hit the bros up. Like, hey, listen, how many we got going to such and such? All right, bet. All right, so you know that I got this, they have that, and then there's another event that we have to go to because they showed us love too. So divide and conquer on 3, ready, set, go. Because I mean, sometimes it works like that. Sometimes you got to split the group up to conquer it.
Now, I got another situation for you. So, as you know, the ones that I'm affiliated with or was affiliated with or whatever. So it was a bigger club. We had a lot of people. Number wise, you seen we rolled deep as fuck.
Yeah,
Now,
so on this weekend.
so your club, your club is one of the smaller clubs. So, like with us at Divide and Conquer, it works a little bit easier for us. If you guys have to divide and conquer as a smaller club, what's your minimum person per
Now
event?
that would definitely depend. It would depend on first geographical location and what type of event it is. So if we're talking about a plate sale, I mean, two. You know what I'm
All
saying?
bros free, like
Yeah,
everybody's
I
got to
mean,
clear.
yeah, yeah. I mean, shoot two. If it's to the point that we got, because you already know, the more people that you come in contact with, the popular the club, the more spots you're gonna have to hit to keep your consistency going. You know what I'm saying? To keep your support up. So if it's 2 or 3 plate sales in one day, hey, we all hit them up if it's geographically, you know what I'm saying, capable. But say, like, for example, one is on one side of North Carolina and the other one is on the other side of North Carolina, then you got the anniversary in Virginia. All right, bet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna split half and half, shoot, but then we'll meet on the highway and we'll shoot up. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. Like I said, it just depends on the event. It depends on availability, bro availability, and whether I don't want to shoot anybody down, but whether you support it or not, you know what I'm saying? Whether I see you or not, you know what I'm saying? Because me
Yep.
personally, every year I want to go somewhere different, right? I want to support somebody different. I want to show up deep somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? It's cool doing, you know what I'm saying, your backyards, your front yards, your side yards, you know what I'm saying, and you're across the streets. But once you do those to where your face card is good, all right, cool. Let's switch it up and add about 2 more cul-de-sacs to this, you know what I'm saying, neighborhood, and let's see how we can all come together and let's make it happen. That way we can get that love from that neighborhood. The love from our neighborhood is already coming. And that way everybody can bump elbows and get to meet some new neighbors, so to speak.
See, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is called crossing state lines. Okay, I know it sounds crazy to some of you, but that's what that's called. It's called crossing state lines because he don't just want to be seen right here. Let's go be seen everywhere. Let's make it a purpose to be seen everywhere. Now,
Absolutely.
you know, that is why you guys heard me say last week, I personally don't agree with support clubs having a clubhouse. But there's a reason for that. And that reason is because when certain support clubs get clubhouses, they forget that they're a support club. They want to be at the house. That's where they want to be. Let's go to our house. Not let's go to Big Bro's house. Not let's go over here and see these bros or these sisters. Let's make this event or that event. They want to be at the house every weekend. That's where you see it. So personally, I don't agree with it. I think that if you are a support club, that you need to be showing your support by being mobile, being out there, being seen, and like my man Trouble over here, Left Lane Bully said, get on that fucking highway, take over that left lane, and cross them state lines.
That's right. That's right. So what you saying you don't agree? Controversy. Let's do it. So you know how we do. I
Hey, I
gotta say
love
it's 50-50. Yeah. I gotta say it's 50-50 with me because the only reason why I say that is because I do agree with you though. You do have those clubs that are content. You do have those clubs that feel like they made it when they do have something of their own. So I definitely agree with you on that. But for the ones that do it for real, very much so beneficial because
yes,
not
yes.
only, yeah, not only do you have something of your own, but you now have a foundation that you can start building on, right? Let's say, for example, your one of your goals for your club is to expand, right? All right, cool. So what's included in expansion? You gotta talk, you gotta support, you gotta cross some lines. You know what I'm saying? You gotta bump some elbows, you gotta get some approvals. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of moving parts, right? All right, cool. So once you start expanding, where's that house gonna be? Who's that mother? Do y'all, you know what I'm saying? Who do y'all have somewhere to come back to? You know what I'm saying? Before you start that father chapter. So I guess what I'm saying is, no, I'm not guessing. I'm gonna say what I'm saying is it would be case by case for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying it just because we have one, but what I'm saying is it's case by case. You can tell who's hungry for knowledge and who would move accordingly and not lose focus as far as the support the big bros and the other supports and moving around, you know what I'm saying, internally as well as externally. For those who don't understand what I'm saying, internally is in state, externally is out of state. But you get what I'm saying? So, like, if I was on the other side, I would definitely be looking at that. Like, okay, you guys want to open up a house, huh? Okay. So what you doing? First off, what you doing in your particular area to make your area stand out? You know what I'm saying? Second off, are you out here actually doing it, or am I just seeing you when it's time to hang out? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you put on for what's on your back, or do you just put it on your back? It's a difference. You
And
know what I'm
look,
saying?
my chapter, right? So this wasn't for the whole club. The whole club did not do this. But my chapter specifically, we
In
had
August?
I was waiting for you to see that. We
Yeah, I saw
had
you put it up.
community service hours that each member had to do. Now, the reason that we did this, okay, some people don't agree with it. The reason that we did this is because we want the community to see us. So if we going out there and it's the middle of July, we ain't got an event this weekend, nothing scheduled. Okay, that little old lady down the street needs her house pressure washed. Let's go pressure wash that house. Let's knock that out real quick. You know, stuff like that. And that small stuff in the community is going to help your club in the long run. My chapter, bro, we have literally shut down the city street and got out there and played around, racing each other back and forth and doing burnouts and all kinds of stuff. Police stopped by, waved, said, "Hey, y'all be careful, blah, blah, blah. We love what y'all's doing out here," and drove off. Let us shut it down. We would stop, we would move to the side, let traffic through, when we needed to, and then we'd close it off again. We was being safe about it. But the city let us do that because we was doing positive stuff for the city. The little old lady that needed that house pressure washed, she ain't got nobody, right? She may be a year from ending up in a nursing home herself because she literally ain't got nobody. But we went
Right.
out there, we pressure washed that house. We made it look good for it. Did the driveway, the whole 9 yards of deck, everything. And that right there goes along with what Huck's saying right here. Are you invested or just vested? Okay?
Hey, look, solid, solid, Huck. Hey, look, real quick. You said we riding to Cali in August. I cannot give you a definite answer because I gotta look at the calendar. So I'm gonna be honest, but if you don't mind, is there something going on special? Or you just wanted to roll? Because I definitely need to do my cross country this year. I need to knock that out. I've been talking about it for 2 years. I gotta knock that out.
We
For
got
real, bro. I'm
brother
just asking.
we got brother War Gorilla out in Vegas wanting to see us. We got Mike
Yeah.
Ball, Cali wanting us to make a trip. We got Ghost in Oregon wanting to make a trip. Surfs wanting us to hit up Chicago when we come through there.
I definitely got to hit
Let's see.
Chicago. I think I might do it in July.
There's bros and sisters all over the place telling us that, we need to swing through. We're doing something good. They love seeing the support aspect of it all because support don't get the attention like that. So, we paving the way. We doing the damn thing. And that makes me happy right there. It really
Absolutely,
does.
absolutely.
But
Yeah.
I agree. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just about to make a joke. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I agree with you on if the club has enough common sense to have that clubhouse, let
hmm
it be. But
hmm
if you see that club just drops off the map and just ain't there no more, then 9 times out of 10 is because they done got a clubhouse or a little hangout spot. I know some clubs they don't get clubhouses. They'll go find a local bar and that's their hangout spot. That's where they at. They doing their events out that bar. They chilling at that bar. That's their spot. That's where you can find them at. But
Right.
I honestly I commend the ones that get out here and stay mobile once they do get a clubhouse because you don't see it too often in the support level, unfortunately. So I don't always agree with the support clubs having the clubhouse, but like you said, if they can pull it off, let them pull it off. What's up, Body? I see you down there.
So look, let's do a spin-off of the topic then. So since we're talking about clubhouses, right? What would be some pros and cons, right? So I would say right now benefits of, right? So I would say definitely there are more benefits of versus not. And the reason why I say that is because for one, the biggest benefit is you got somewhere to host your church. And you ain't got to be in the back of a restaurant in a parking lot at your mom and them house, at your cousin folks' shelter house. You know what I'm saying? You got somewhere where you can pull up, you can have this conversation, you can hash out whatever you need to hash out in those walls. If there's some pause put on, some skippity paps, or some fines, everything's confined. Nobody's nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not pillow talking. Another episode. Anyway, so that's one. Right? So the second thing to me would be not only a place for you, but a place for fellowship other than a big brother house, right? So let's be honest. Everybody that gets in this set, right? They hear certain things. They hear different levels of information that may or may not be correct. So the intimidation factor is higher than the participation factor. You follow my drift? So with that being said, they will feel more comfortable at a 99 set to where they don't feel like they're being judged, looked at, this, that, and the third. But on the flip side, if you have that house and you have that education and knowledge, because I'm pretty sure if you have a house, you have an education, you have knowledge, you know certain things. You know what I'm saying? You know how to move. It's still
Hopefully.
your duty. Hopefully, let's just say for S's and G's that they know what they're doing. So I'm just gonna say it. I don't want nobody to get offended. I really don't care, but I just don't want you to get offended. So let's just say you have that knowledge and you see them moving wrong, right? It's definitely your responsibility. Like our big brother said, Prophet, each one teach one, right? So if you see somebody moving wrong, hey, it's a simple conversation, but guess what? It's in a setting to where you feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Now, I want to retract. That doesn't mean that you don't need to feel comfortable at your big brother's house. Because, like I just stated, those negative, not negative, those sometimes negative stories, sometimes positive stories that you've heard, you don't need to listen to those. You need to see firsthand. So how can you do it firsthand? Hey, Trouble, how do I figure out if the big bros like us or not? First off, did you get blessed in? Yeah. Well, then they like you. Second off, go back to the last episode on Kickstands Down. Hey, look, we're gonna do this for laughter purposes. Go to the last episode on Kickstands Down and listen to what we said. You know what I'm saying, about building bonds and, you know what I'm saying, supporting and rock with you and all that good stuff. If you're not a open person, you're not just you're not charismatic, you don't like talking to people and things of that nature, hey, let somebody else do it, man. You know what I'm saying? But still show some kind of commitment to the house. You know what I'm saying? Show some kind of appreciation. Hey, we're coming out here to see you. Might not talk to you, might never not talk to you, but just want to say hello. You know what I'm saying? Show some kind of participation. Boils down to participation, inside and outside.
Yep. And see, I'll agree with that. But, you know, since we're doing the whole controversy thing,
We got to keep
don't
it going.
don't think because big bros let y'all have some rags that they like you. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you like Trouble. You know, he'll tell you your sister's beautiful. We all know that she ain't. So
Hey, it's about the
I ain't
inside that counts.
gonna I ain't gonna lie to you like him. I will tell you that if you do have those rags, that obviously someone within your organization is like, and someone within your organization has put forth the work and the effort. That doesn't necessarily mean it was you. I
Correct.
have known bros, and you know, at one point in time, I was the bro that wasn't showing up for shit. But then I became the bro that you got to meet that is pretty much everywhere. Why? Because I
Yeah.
took time to do that. So, you know, I've got bros right now and big bros that do not like me. And honestly, I don't care. It doesn't bother me a bit. I'm not changing who I am. I am who I am. And when I come out there, yo ass might not like me, but I got other people to do. So I'm going to make face. I'm going to be there. I ain't going nowhere.
And that's the main thing right there. Um, please don't come to the set and think that you're going to be liked by everyone. Let me put it that way. Um,
Not all
because
bros are your bro.
correct. Well, listen, man, y'all see the shirt, bro. Fake love is worse than real hate. So what I'm gonna say is, talking off of my thoughts and opinions only, and my views and my time on the set, which is less than 10 years. However, inside of that time frame, I've done a lot and seen a lot, right? So what I'm gonna tell you is, if you are um for one, if you're scared to open your mouth, you're not going to survive in here. For one. For two, you got to learn how to properly, effectively communicate, right? Because just like anywhere else you go, people gonna twist your words, bro. And sis, they're gonna twist everything that you say to benefit them, right? So if you're not, well, like I said before, if you're not one of those people who are outgoing and all of that good stuff, hey, stay in your lane, man. If you ain't no gangster, stay in your lane, bro. Don't try to be one. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't the Willie King, don't try to be one. Whatever you were before you got here, be that person. Don't reform,
Because you will
because
find out.
yeah, a zebra or a tiger or whatever you want to use can't change the stripes. So if you was soft before you got here, you're not hard because you got rags. You might have a bunch of brothers and sisters to have your back, but if they were smart, they wouldn't get involved in your personal business because a lot of people I've seen it make personal business club business. Those two are not to mix like oil and water. You know what I'm saying? Now, if your club wants to get involved in your personal business, cool. But don't make it to seem like it's going to be a set issue, because you get people hurt like that behind something that could have been easily resolved or talked about behind closed doors. And now they're
You know the
wondering
worst
like,
one of all
yo,
of them?
what's that?
Let me borrow $20.
Yeah. He didn't pay me back.
That is the worst one of all of them.
And he didn't pay me back.
Because that $20 was just your ticket to the Jerry Springer show, because that's exactly what the fuck it's gonna be when you get back around the bros. I'm telling you. That one right there.
Let me borrow $20.
When I ain't even gonna lie, when I was an addict, I was right there doing it too. Yo, let me borrow $20 because I knew I could make it back. I'm a hustler. I'll make it back. I ain't worried about that. I don't know how yet, but I'll make it back. But I was the worst one at that. And I got a couple bros right here in the chat right now that will bow on that right now. They hated me because I was, let me bum $20. And that one right there, that will become the biggest personal issue that will turn into something. Making mountains out of molehills. Ain't that what the rednecks say? Did I say that right?
Yeah, mountain out of molehill. No, what? Yeah, mountain out of molehill. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I'm still on Mental Health Monday. So, hey, look, he said, Huck said, sorry, I was about to have a flashback. But Huck said, with that being said, don't get in your feelings about criticism. Hey, listen here. Listen, Linda. Listen, honey. Check your feelings at the door. I can't talk about SCs because I've never been in one. Can't talk about co-eds. Never been in one. I can talk about the MCs, though. Hey, listen. What he just said right there. Hey, listen. This right here, this ain't about your feelings, man. This stuff been set up way before there was a you. Way before there was a me. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, law of the land is law of the land, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, inside your club, you got, bylaws that you can change or whatever. You can vote on it and all that good stuff and try to change for the betterment of the club, not the betterment of you. I'm saying one more time, betterment of the club, not the betterment of you, because your you and me patches go on the front. We patch it on the back. So if you ain't talking about we, you ain't talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? But that feelings thing right there, that's a true statement, because the worst thing you can do in a club is stand up and say, well, I feel, here we go, somebody's butt hurt. Well, I feel like we should. Why do you feel that way, man? Because what about if I have to? There you go. You done said it twice. Now I'm not even listening. Me personally, I'm not even listening, because you started off the statement with I feel, and then I asked you, well, why do you feel like that? Because what about if I? Well, what about if we all jump off a bridge? It ain't no damn club no more, is it? So don't hit me with the what if and the eyes, man. It ain't about you. It's about the club, bro. So, like he said, don't get in your feelings about criticism, because it's constructive criticism. It ain't like somebody trying to hurt your feelings, your little feelings or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If your feelings got hurt in the meeting, or your feelings got hurt by your brother or your sister, take them to the side and talk about it later. But when, like we said last, y'all gonna have to keep watching. You know what I'm saying? Because we keep hitting points. But like we said last time, you move as one, you look as one, you operate as one. And what goes on behind closed doors is what goes on. But when I'm out with my brothers, my brother always right. I don't give a damn if he was wrong as hell and you know it and I know it. I'm not gonna tell you.
Look, I hate that big-headed motherfucker, but I got his back when I need to.
You feel me? I'm not gonna tell you he was wrong.
Yep.
I just be like, okay, cool. And when we get in the car or a bike or whatever, wherever we came in, oh, yeah, bro. Oh, we got issues. I got to. Hey, look, whether we gonna have to cuss it out, listen to understand it out, or duke it out, I got a problem, and I'm gonna need for you to hear me. While I have a problem with you personally, you know what I'm saying? Because
That being said, as far as the duking it out goes, ladies and gentlemen,
yep,
boys and girls, bros and sisses, remember, if you have on rags, take them off first. If you have
hey,
to pay the fine to take them off, find out what the fine is. Make sure you've got that money on your Cash App or your Venmo or your Apple Pay. Go ahead and send it over because you know it's going to happen before the end of the night. You know how many times? Look, bro, I found out $50, okay? $50. That was it. $50. I will gladly send you that $50 because right now that motherfucker's about to get a $90 ass whooping and about $300 worth of hospital bills. So it was well worth the $50 I had to spend to do all that.
hey, look, if you MC correctly, you wouldn't have to look at your bylaws to figure out what the fine is. You should already know off the top of your head. That's if you know your bylaws. I'm just saying. You got people out here that float around here act like they know what they're doing, bro. They don't really be knowing stuff.
And do not hand your rags to the fucking random biker bunny standing to your left.
You can hand them
Do
to
not
me.
do it. Bro, I will take your rag. I see somebody handing them to some random biker bunny. I'm taking them. You ain't
Oh
even
my
got to be in
god.
my club. I'm telling you, you ain't even got to be in a club. You just disrespected your colors. Like, I'm taking your colors. I don't care.
Nah, I ain't gonna take them, but I am gonna
I will.
contact their prayers. I
You
am gonna
hurt the
contact
whole
their prayers.
culture.
Hey, look, that's not my jurisdiction. I ain't about to deal with that. But I will say I will have a conversation with who I need to have a conversation with. Like, hey, yo, my man's. You can
That's
just gonna
like
let him leave
top
your.
two.
Hey, look, I'm just saying, bro. I ain't about to be responsible for that man, Raz. Because at the end of the day, let's just say I see a set of rags laying down. I saw him laying down. He drunk. He walk away. Whatever. I pick him up. Now I become responsible for those, right? So what happened if somebody saw me pick those up? I'm responsible for them, and then I do something negligent as far as leaving them somewhere else that they weren't originally left at, and then they just gone. You know what I'm saying? The next issue is gonna be, oh, I saw trouble with them rags, so he got them. Nah, I ain't got time for those conversations. Hey, look, they yours, bro. Hold on to them. You know what I'm saying? But if I see you slacking and it's one of my bros, oh yeah, them mine. Them mine. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you I snatched my own.
See, that's that sergeant mentality in me because I'm taking them motherfuckers. Somebody reaching out to me eventually, and I'm gonna say why I took them. But you handing them some random biker bitch? Nah, fuck you, bro. You ain't
Nah,
supposed
you
to
ain't
be
never
right
supposed to do
doing
that.
that.
Ain't nobody supposed to be able to touch your ass but you and your bros, man.
That's that real biker lifestyle shit right there about living it versus just faking it. Bro, that irritates the piss out of me. I can't stand it. But then again, I'm one of them bikers. I don't care if I'm in a cage. I see a bike broke down on the side of the road. I'm stopping.
Oh yeah, of course.
I don't give a fuck. White, black, blue, brown, what fucking colors, club, whatever you have. You got a bike. Even if you're an independent rider, you got a bike.
Right.
I'm stopping because
Right.
that's what you're supposed to do. You see that helmet on the ground, ladies and gentlemen that don't know, civilians out there. You see that helmet on the ground? That means that that biker's broke down and he needs some assistance. Don't just drive past. Don't be an asshole. I mean, you can. Hell, I've had my Prez drive past me whenever I got fucking pulled over one time. I cussed that motherfucker out whenever I got done. But my girl ended up getting a free bike because, you know, I was speeding way beyond what I should have been. And I looked at the cop and I was like, I'm giving her the bike for her birthday. I'm just trying to get home from bike week, blah, 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 this and that. And I'm like 10 minutes from the house. He looked at me. He said, "You giving her the bike?" I said, "I'm giving her the bike. Here, babe. Happy birthday." And went out and got the cruiser once I got rid of the Rocket. But sometimes you gotta do some shit like that.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I made it
Hey,
happen.
yeah. I'm good on this particular topic. How about you?
I'm good. I see we got some new people in here shifting gears. Appreciate you for showing up. Hopefully you
Facts,
like the
facts, facts. Shout out to
content.
Shifting Gears.
For all the other big heads that come in, you know, coming in just to talk trash to each other in the chats, we appreciate y'all too.
I know that's right.
But yeah, we kind of had to throw this episode together last minute due to someone having a loss in the family. So again, shout out and condolences to Surf. We understand you wasn't able to make it this time. Hopefully you catching the show, and we will get you on here. And Huck says shifting gears is his bro. Okay. See, look at Huck bringing in new people.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Like, share, subscribe, and I appreciate you for popping in and saying a few words with us. Pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, he said he trying to bring his ass down here because he found out, I'm like 20 minutes from the Blue Ridge Parkway. He's like, oh yeah, I want to ride that. So he be coming down this way. Whenever he get down this way, we're gonna make him shoot over your way and see that side of everything too.
Hey, let me know. It ain't too much to see, but some city lights and some highways. I got some pretty good back roads though. We can take back roads all the way.
One thing I learned about North Carolina that I didn't know before I got here, because I'm a city boy, I don't know nothing about this country lifestyle, was that this state battles over barbecue sauce. East Coast and West Coast have two different barbecue sauces. And I gotta say, fuck that East Coast barbecue sauce, because I'm all about that brown barbecue sauce.
Boy, you crazy.
I don't like that yellow barbecue sauce. I can't be doing it.
Yellow. Ugh. I don't.
That's that East Coast shit.
Oh, yeah, I don't do no yellow. I do all homemades. No.
But
yeah, I do all homemades. No.
We gonna get Huck up on here too. Not tonight, but we're gonna be bringing him on before too long, because he hit us up. He said, "Yo, let's get on there." So we're gonna put him up on here and see what this man has to say, because he's hit us with a couple things down in the comments. He really he really likes a couple of things we say. I hear him in the chats when me and him in the personal chats off the show and shit, and he be hitting me with some of the same lines we be using, like, "Yo, y'all killed it with that. Yeah, yellow. That's that mustard taste barbecue sauce. I do not like it. I'm all for that ketchup barbecue sauce. I don't like the mustard barbecue sauce. It's nasty. You'll just have to
never had it, never seen it. Don't care about it. I'm good. Either the vinegar based or your own special blend. That's all I care about. But yeah, man. I gotta handle a few things, so I'm gonna have to say my outro.
See, this is what we're talking about: scheduling stuff.
Yeah,
this is part of the biker lifestyle. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the show. Obviously, we're getting to our outro, so I'm kind of liking that, because I don't think we've ever had an episode under an hour before. So I'm gonna enjoy this, get a little bit of time with the family on a Monday.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, it's your boy Trouble, aka Left Lane Bully. If you missed the Mental Health Mondays, I'm running it back next month. So you have to go to my personal page, which is Easy Thoughts, everything with a Z, and check that out. But when you're doing this on Facebook, I'm sorry, but when you're doing this whole set thing, man, the whole scheduling thing, make sure you take in consideration of gaps. because you might see a gap in the schedule. It ain't really there. So just make sure when you do your scheduling, you kind of have an equal balance. If you're going to be gone 2 weeks for MC stuff, make sure you at least take a week or two out within that month, which you're only going to have 4 weeks in a month anyway to handle some things. But each one teach one. Appreciate it for joining. Like, share, and subscribe at Kickstands Down on YouTube. Pay attention to the page on Facebook. Follow on Twitter, and let's get it. TikTok too.
And seeing as he's gone, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say I appreciate everybody coming out. Appreciate everybody that's catching up on the show post live. And we hope you enjoy it. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, or you just want to say, kiss your ass, you can hit us up at kickstandsdown@gmail.com. And that email right there at the bottom of the screen, you see it going across all nice and fancy. So make sure to hit that up. We will gladly talk to each and every single one of y'all. One of us will get back to you personally. And if the one that you're not trying to get a hold of gets back to you, we will gladly send you to the other one. So hit up the email, hit up the Facebook page, hit us up personally. And other than that, y'all, I had a ball with the kickstand down, man. So let's get them kickstands back up and get back on the way. Everybody have a wonderful evening. Blessings to all of you. Hit that like button if you haven't already. See, I knew S&S was going to come back. Look, appreciate it.
I'm going in. We don't do all of that talking, but we going in. Yeah, everything's to go when I'm on the end. Gangsta, 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 where I begin. I'm going in. We going in.